Men are not all about quickies, though. Let me let you know that one. Hot, real hot sex. You might be the very first woman to show him just how much fun, slow love making can be. Ooh la la. I am wet. Fragrance your bed sheets. Just have him stretch his hands above his head and put them on the shower wall. Soap him up from top to bottom, just letting your hands reach around to the front of him, and then tell him that you have every intentions of giving his lower regions 100% of your attention, undivided attention. But remember, you need to stay in control. So let him know that it is not going to happen until you choose to make it happen. Slow, steady. It burns. The key is building up excitement gradually. It's game time, ladies, because today I will give you 10 powerful, sensual sex tips that will scatter your man's medulla oblongata. Trust me, ladies, we aren't the only ones who love sensual sex. You know, that kind of love making that lasts a long, long time. Yes, that's the one. Men love it too. There is no denying the fact that most men, do crave quickies. But some magazines have published facts that 65% of men want to play with and explore their women for 45 minutes or even longer. Men are not all about quickies, though. Let me let you know that one. Sure, guys like to have fast and furious, hot, real hot sex. And it's fun to have sex outside or other locations where risk is a factor, so that you have that rush of adrenaline and whatnot. But slow love, moving, and super sensual sex can make your man really appreciate you. You know what? The incredible thing is that you might be the very first woman to show him just how much fun, slow love making can be. Ooh la la. But even if you're not his first, you can make it an unforgettable experience for him. And I'm also pretty positive that he will never turn you down when you tell him you want sex, fast or slow. Even if your man is a freak for fast, he's not going to say no to sex just because it's not the usual fast way. First thing that you need to do is tease him with sexy text messages to build anticipation. Text messaging is the easiest way for you to start building his anticipation and teasing him all day long. You can start early in the day and send him naughty text messages like, "Oh baby, I just have a little plan for us tonight. And if I were there right now, I would crawl under your desk and do something nasty to you." Trust me, it works wonders. It does work wonders. Or you could type something like, "I wish I could feel your mouth on mine. I can't wait until you get home. I am so worked up right now. Like I am juicy. I am wet. I can't wait to get my hands on you later on tonight." So that's a good example to get him all worked up or started or thinking ahead of what would happen or what could be at night. And then starting with something as simple as opening the windows for a few minutes to bring in fresh air and, clear out the stale smell is also a great idea. Even though it might seem lame and cliche, I need you to know that fresh flowers and candles in a bedroom are great for setting the scene for good romantic sex. So do fresh sheets on the bed. Move that old sheet that you've kept there for 2 weeks. How can you be leaving bed sheets 2 weeks? No. After 1 week, remove it, change it, and do a new one. Fragrance your bed sheets. Do fresh sheets. You might want to try to add a little sprinkle of baby powder between the sheets because it feels wonderful on bare skin when, things get heated up later on. Now, the biggest challenge when it comes to introducing your man to sensual sex is to control the timing. Girl, you're going to have him begging for you to go down on him. And believe me, you'll be ready to. Slow, steady. It burns. But be strong and remember the goal is slow, and you want to make him wait as long as possible, as long as you can. And he will thank you at the end of the day because he will be so exhausted. And an easy way to control the timing is with a great massage. If it's not natural for you to give a massage, then never fear. I will show you how to give him an erotic massage as part of the build up to having sensual sex later. All right. Now, if you two are music fans, you might want to create a sex song playlist, especially for this occasion. Mix it up a little and then surprise him. Now, here is a great tip, right, that I would like you to take home. If you can find out what year he graduated from school, just throw in a couple of romantic ones from that year. You will make him melt. From the 90s, or maybe from, I don't know, whatever year he finished. If he's an oldie, you can go back to the 80s, to the 70s. You bring that Luther Vandross, Michael Bolton, or Lionel Richie. You know what I mean? Or what's this guy's name? Or what's this artist? I've forgotten. There are lots of them. Lots of good time oldies. Oh, Boys to Men. Girl, to the end of the road, so I can let go. It's so natural to belong to you. I belong to you, girl. Till the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's so natural to belong to you. I know all these Gen Z baddies, they don't know the songs. Gen Z baddies, you don't know the songs. So let's just move down to the main stuff. You can start by showering with him. Now, a big part of having a sensual sex with your man is showing him how much you care. And a great way to do this in a sexy way, in a sexy hot way, is by taking a shower with him and washing up with him. So here's how to do it, right? When he gets home, have the shower running and go in to the shower yourself. Before then, you could leave a note on the front door and tell him to meet you in the shower. So when he steps in, have him turn around. Just rub the foam on his back and then slide your hands up on either side of his spine and also into his hairline, and just massage. Use your fingernails and ever so lightly run them down the outside of his arms and then bring them back to repeat the motion up his back, his hair, his skull, if he's bald and whatnot, and run it back to his spine, his arms. Just rub his body with the foam. And you need to take control, all right? If you want to have a slow sensual sex, you need to take control. Now, to set him up for your shared sensual sex experience, all you need is his blessing to be the orchestrator of the event. Just tell him you want to be the orchestrator of the event. And a surefire trick is to ask it this way. You could ask him, would it be so wrong for me to take charge tonight, baby? I want to take charge. I want to be the driver tonight, and I need you to be my passenger. And be sure to reward his answer by doing something like pressing your breast against his back and sliding them against his skin. So just have him stretch his hands above his head and put them on the shower wall. All right? Soap him up from top to bottom, just letting your hands reach around to the front of him, and then tell him that you have every intentions of giving his lower regions 100% of your attention, undivided attention. But remember, you need to stay in control. So let him know that it is not going to happen until you choose to make it happen. And this is a perfect time to begin giving your man a blow job or a hand job. The key is building up excitement gradually. Now, once you know that you've felt his body from head to toe, you could tell him it's your turn, baby. Then you turn around, turn towards the wall, and put your hands up on the wall, up on the tiles, and have fun as he returns the favor. You know what I mean? He goes down on you. He kisses every part of you, top to bottom, cheeks everywhere, top to bottom. Turn anywhere, whether you want to turn facing him or you just want to give him your back so that he can kiss your shoulders, your spine down to your butt cheeks. Let it happen that way. Remember, you're the driver, he's the passenger. So you tell him what you want him to do to you. And if need be, guide his hands to where they need to be guided to. All right? Guide his hands to where you want his hands to be. And by this time, he's going to start getting frisky. And if he gets frisky, just remind him that you're in charge. And take that key to rinse off and send him on ahead of you to go lay on the bed, belly down, and tell him that you will be with him in a minute. You're in charge. You ought to really sound like you're in charge. Remember, all of this anticipation is a secret source of slow, sensual, burning sex. Massages are magical. So you could just climb up on him and sit on his thighs. You lean forward and you press your breast into his back. Period. When he feels the softness of those voluptuous twin towers gliding through his back, the warmth. He's just coming back from work. See, ladies, it is high time that we learned how to ease off the day's work from our men when they come back from work. Because out there it's like war. They went to war, like in the times of old. They went to war to fight. So they are back. They've brought their proceeds, all their winnings, all of their whatever, their gains, whatever. They've come home. They've provided. You know that they are a great provider. Your own duty as a woman is to make sure that he's at ease, sensually, spiritually, physically, mentally. All right? So press your boobies into his back and then whisper something dirty into his ears like, I love the feeling of my nips on your back. I think you're going to really like this. Or you could say something like, I remember the first time we showered together. It was so perfect. And then you can just sit up and grab the warm massage oil. You must have put the bottle of the oil in a mug of, hot water to melt, to warm the oil. Place it on the side of the table. Then apply some massage oil onto your hands and then rub them together and begin to gently squeeze the muscles between his neck and shoulders because, that's where the tension is. You have to massage it. Sex is not to be rushed. He needs to have all of that treatment, all of that pampering, so that when he releases, because releasing, that fly is stupid. Because releasing, when a man releases, the stress of the day is gone. And that's why they immediately turn or roll over and they fall asleep. They start to snore. When your man starts to snore, that's if he's a man who doesn't snore regularly. just know that you've done that man a service, a good service. So let's go back to our massage. So you're going to rub some massage oil on his back, smooth some massage oil on his back, and with both hands and fingers, close together, slowly just glide your hands all the way down to his back and then back up the nape of his neck. You don't need to be a masseuse to be able to do this, all right? Just mentally just massage him. And this technique is super easy but very pleasurable, and it will keep him at ease. So if you vary the speed of your strokes, you could spread your fingers apart to give different sensation, or just use your fingernails to slightly or lightly scratch his skin to knock him out with pleasure. Just slightly or lightly. Don't go and scratch him and give him sores. And then from there, you can begin massaging him with long, sensual figure 8 stroke. Figure 8 that expands over the entire back, from his bum to the nape of his neck, crossing to the center of his back. Now vary your strokes, all right, from hard to barely there. If he enjoys it, use your fingernails to lightly scratch his skin, all right? From deep, intense to lightly. You have to treat a good man right. You have to. That's the magic of a woman. You have to be that woman that he's always willing to run back home. You have to be his peace. You have to be everything to him, as long as he's everything to you and he's doing his own job as a man. When you give him all of those variations of massage, by this time he probably will be pretty much begging you to touch him, to taste him, to massage his testicles, to massage his joystick, and much more. Now tell him it is time to turn over, and just in case he wants to pull you in to kiss you, this is where you tease him and reassure him that you can't wait to explore him with your mouth, all of him, and that you know it will be very worth the wait. Now once you get him belly up, because all this while he's been laying on his tummy, you get him belly up, right? Use these 10 tips to turn him into a sensual sex fan for life.